Good afternoon, my grade 7 class. Welcome to another class session. I know indeed it is a challenging time for all of us for this pandemic, but nevertheless, we are privileged to have the opportunity to meet again. How are we doing this afternoon? Awesome. I am well too. Thank you. All right. So yesterday we started on great job, Candies, homophones. And today, nonetheless, it will be a continuation. So we're still focusing on homophones. All right. So let me go ahead as per usual and share my screen with you. All right. Screen sharing. Screen sharing. Beautiful. All right. So by the end of this session, you should be able to use target homophones appropriately in sentences. Find the meaning of target homophones. Write sentences using target homophones. And last but no means least, you should be able to identify and then correct sentences that the homophones is incorrectly used. So those are our objectives for this session. All right, so bear with me. Now, keep those in mind. Remember, once you are on this platform, you're supposed to grab your books, grab your pens, your pencil, whatever equipment that you need, whatever tool that you need. Ensure that you're geared up and ready to learn. Now, I am going to share with you a poem. Let me put it on the screen. I'm going to share with you this poem. Now, I want for you, as I said, to grab your pen, your paper, your book, whatever it is. Those of us who are computer savvy, using your laptop, tablet, phone, no problem. We're going to do a quick writing, and this means you are going to read through this and identify the homophones that are misspelled, the homophones that are not correctly inserted in the poem, right? So you're going to insert the correct homophones wherever you see fit in this poem. I know you can give it a try. Can you? I know. All right, so I'm going to time you. What time is it? Let me get the timer on the screen because I'm going to time you. So 5 minutes timer. Let me get this on the screen. All right, so let me get the timer. All right, so here goes. So you have just about 2 minutes, 44 seconds. One minute to go. Let me double check on this screen though. And your time is up. Your time there is up. All right, so let us go through this. Let us go through this. So I trust that you have done your best. I know that you have written them as quickly as possible. All right, so let's go. It says, where wolves don't do grammar. Last night, so what I'm going to do for you, I'm going to spell the correct homophones for you. So you have to listen and ensure that you're paying attention to what you have written. All right, so let's go again. Last night, NIGHT. The most amazing thing happened to my dad. We heard, so HEARD, we heard a weird noise and saw something quite mad. His feet became all fury and his hands turned into paws. His eyes glowed red, RED, and his toes, TOES, grew nasty claws, CLAWS. His arms grew long and his back grew hair. HAIR. This is rather tricky, isn't it? He freaked out, so he freaked us out with his frightening stare. STARE. We cried, help, help, but no one, ONE, was there. THERE. It was making noises like a wounded grizzly bear. BEAR. Before he had breakfast, he opened the mail. mail. Then he ate, ate, some bread. bread, which was very, very stale. Later he blew a fireball, blew, out of his mouth as he hijacked a plane, plane, and made them fly south. And made, made, them fly south. After that, he decided on a saunter down the street. But our neighbors, our our neighbors were not keen on this sort of meat. So meet and greet. How many did you manage to get correct? Maybe 10, all of them? All right, well done. So now what you're going to do for me, that was fun. Yes, I know it was. It was indeed. All right, so now what we're going to do, I'm going to allow you to watch a short video clipping. Now, when you watch this video, I want for you to bear in mind the meaning. Remember, you must be aware of what the topic is that you're paying attention to. So you must be aware of homophones, what it means. And also you're going to focus on any three examples that you want to give. So let's go. Let me take this off. All right, so here it is.
And now singer-songwriter and recording artist Mr. Brian McKnight and the incomparable Miss Cleo Lyon. With a song about a very unusual age group. Homophones. I read this book. It's red. Come look. About a special love. Homophones. Right here, you'll hear two words that sound the same, but don't look the same. Here's the name, Homophones. I know there's no one else who loves them so. You're right, let's write these words all day and night. They're on the side. So sweet. That's why we always meet. Not that kind of meat, but you can be. Two words that sound the same, but they're not spelled the same.
Awesome job. So I trust that you were paying attention there. Let me just get this on the screen again. So I trust that you're paying attention to that video there. Yes? Right. Great job, Daniel. So you got the definition there, the meaning of homophones, and you want to share with us the three examples? Please bear with me, students. I think my connection, this is just one of the disadvantages with the online platform. Bear with me. Let me just double check if my screen is still sharing. All right, I think we're back on track. All right, so Daniel, oh, Mikhail, sorry, you wanted to share with us an example? Okay, meet and meet. Anyone else? All right, I'm going to allow you to rewatch the video. So ensure that you pay attention, right? Pay attention to this. All right, I think the internet is still giving us a fight today. Not sure what's happening. All right, so once the internet is up again, up and running, where I can display the video, then I will do so. All right, even at the end, I will allow you to double what to rewatch that video there. It's not working out. All right, so when we really talk about homophones, yes, when we talk about homophones, as Daniel clearly highlighted, that homophones is really having the same, what Daniel, repeat for me. Right, the same pronunciation. So that is indeed correct. Having the same pronunciation, but the spelling actually differs. And how about the meaning? They actually mean the same thing? No, awesome job. So when we talk about a homophone, let us read together. So a homophone is a word that has the same pronunciation as another word or words, but that has a different meaning. And I think we touched on some of these yesterday, right? So this is really to recall a homophone. So some homophones, or some common homophones rather, that we tend to use are there, as in THERE, there, and there. So you have to pay attention here, what? To the spelling of the word. Yes? We use one and one, hour and hour. So each of the two or more words having the same pronunciation but different meanings, origins, or spelling. For example, again, new and new. So with this term, we realize that even though it has the same pronunciation, the spelling differs, right? The spelling differs. Now, each set of symbols denoting the same sound or groups of sound. Now, here we have on the screen the target homophones that we're going to pay attention to. And when I say target, I mean these are the homophones for today that we're going to place our emphasis on. We're going to spend some time learning and knowing about these. All right? I always have to double check if my screen is sharing. Sometimes it tends not to. All right. So the first one we have on board, the first one we have on the screen, made. So MADE, made, MAID. So it has the same pronunciation but different spelling. Awesome. We have holy, holy, hallowed, allowed. Please say the words along with me. So I'm going to call the words and you say them afterwards. Yes, we have him, him, ceiling, ceiling, meat, meat, peace, peace, leak, leak, key. Maybe I should give these some space so you're not. Let me just give them a little space. Awesome. So we have leak and leak, key, key. We have scent, scent, waste, and waste. And we just look at stare, right? So stare, stare. Heard, heard. Hail, hail. Grown, grown. So these are the target homophones that we're going to place our emphasis on. Now, just before we get into that, homophone, I want for you to remember that phone has to do with sound. So when you talk on the telephone, as I emphasized that yesterday, you hear the other person's voice. And phonology, ensure that you take down this sentence. So phonology is the study of a language sounds. So homophones mean same sound. Remember, we touched on this, so we can separate them. Homo meaning same, and we have phone referring to sound. All right, so homophones are really pronounced the same. We can remember how to spell homophones. We can remember how to spell the words if we link the spelling to the meaning of the word. Bear that in mind. Once we know the meaning of the word, then we'll be able to spell it, to link the spelling to it, right? So you see there, it's crucial to know the context, the meaning of the word, and then we'll be better able to familiarize ourselves with the correct homophone in terms of the spelling. All right, so let us touch on this a little bit. Let us look at, we're going to pay attention to some of these words. If you realize I highlighted some of them, yes? So I'm going to place my emphasis on those words, which you're going to place your emphasis on all of them. Yes? So let's try this. Need some space on the screen. All right, so both of us, we're going to work on this together. Let us try it out. All right, so it is so we're looking at allowed. Let me change it so you don't get confused with which one we're using. We're looking at allowed versus allowed. ALLOWED versus ALOUD. Looking at the context, it says, it is not dash to speak dash in class. What would we say here? It is not what? Beautiful. It is not allowed to speak. Allowed in class. So let us try to insert the words in their proper places. Yes, let us try made. So you're rushing me there, Daniel, to hurry up. You're eager to see what is on the screen. All right, I'm trying my best to put it there as quickly, right? All right, so the dash admitted that she had dash a mistake. And remember that we're using made. So made, M-A-D-E versus M-A-I-D. So looking at this, so the maid admitted that she made a mistake. Awesome. Made a mistake. Great job. All right, let us try peace. Let us ensure that you're taking this off in your books or your laptop, whatever it is that you're comfortable using. So we have two sentences there, yes? Let us try peace. What happened just now? All right. So he will All right, look at this one. So with the word peace, the homophones, right? Peace. He will give no peace until he receives a piece of cake. Which do we insert here based on the spelling? Peace and peace. Okay, let us see. All right, so he will give no peace until he receives a piece of cake. Awesome job. All right, let us try one more. For the other two, I'm going to read and I'm going to read the sentence and I'm going to test your listening skills to see to see if you're able to spell the correct and to insert the correct homophone. So let me just write. This is the last one I'm writing. Let's go. Think I'm going to use scent and scent. Let me highlight this one. Scent and scent. All right, so double check on that for me. Did you get the scent I sent you? What should I put here? Awesome job. So did you get the scent that I sent you? Great job. All right, so listen to these. So we're going to touch on stare and listen to this. Now, I saw him stare at the man on the stair. Which do we put there? So I saw him stare at the man on the stair. Which do we put? The video is not working. I'm so sorry. I think I might just have to discard of it. It's not working. Sorry, we couldn't download the medium you requested. The video is not working. So sorry. Beautiful job. Awesome. So the answer there is, so I saw the man stare, which would be stare, at the man on the stair, stair. Waste not. We're using waste now. This is the last one we're doing. Waste and waste, right? No, dash not, want not, said the woman with the thin dash. Again, dash not, want not, said the woman with the thin dash. So waste not, want not, said the woman with the thin waist. So waste, waste not, and the woman with the thin waist. Great job. Now, what I want for you to do, based on these target homophones for your activity, you are going to go ahead and find the meaning of each term and make sentences with each. And bear in mind, for next class, if you don't have this, then it's going to be a challenge. It's going to be a challenge moving on in next class because we're going to go ahead and read the sentences that you have. We're going to read the findings. All right, so ensure that you do this. So next class for your assignment, for sure you're going to read the sentences, the findings, right? And I will tell you the selected, I will choose the words in which I want for you to read. Let's say I want to say key and key. And I will say, Daniel, read for me the finding, the meaning of key versus key. Yes? All right. So it was indeed a pleasure being with you. Any questions, any concerns? No? Yes? All right. So again, just bear in mind, if it is that you want to really, really be familiar with homophones, think about the meaning, the context in which it is used. And homo, same sound. Cannot miss it once you remember that. Same sound. All right? It was indeed my pleasure being with you today, and I will see you next class. Bye for now.